Hey there, it's Ermedine coming to you from the woods again. Wow, here we are in Minnesota. Just got the word from Governor Walz that we are going to have a 2-week shelter at home order starting Friday night, tomorrow night. Big news. I think we were all expecting it, but it impacts people a lot more now than it has been. So I just want to shout out to everybody who's going to be staying home now that wasn't before. Lots to think about and lots to do. I feel like I wanted to talk about transparency and leadership today because I really was shocked this morning, and I can't say shocked, but I was like, oh my goodness, that's really happening. When I watched CBS this morning and I noticed that Prince Charles is testing positive for COVID-19. Also, our own president in the state of Minnesota, Governor Walz, is quarantined because his bodyguard tested positive. And so what I thought about right away was, oh my gosh, this is a perfect leadership lesson. And the lesson is something that I've tried to teach leaders many times and talked about a lot. As a leader, when I lead people, and even in my family, but as a nurse leader for many years, one of the things that I always felt strong about was being a transparent leader. Somebody that was is able to tell the truth, even when the truth isn't fun, right? So when we have to tell the truth, not have to, but when we get to tell the truth and be honest with our people, the number one thing that does for our people is create trust. And people want to know right now how to lead people that you've never maybe led before this in such a crisis. It's the same way you lead people regularly, and that is to have them trust you, right? If they trust you, they will follow you anywhere. And the thing with being transparent is when you're not transparent, you hold all the information. You hold all the power. And sometimes leaders think they want to have all the information, and they hold it real close. And when they hold it close, guess what happens? They know everything, and anybody that wants to do anything or make any decisions has to come to them. And somehow some leaders that are not maybe confident as they could be, do that because it makes them feel important. And it makes them feel like, oh, everybody will have to come to me when I have to give them information. But the truth is that it doesn't cause them to trust you at all. It makes them angry. They can't do their job. It's like trying to fight with your hands tied behind your back. And when the benefit is that you create trust. And when you create trust, your people will follow you anywhere. And when you're transparent and vulnerable about your feelings, like I'm a little scared too. And I really don't know what's going to happen after 2 weeks either, or even next week. But today, this is what we're going to do today. And we're going to make it through today. And we're going to be okay. And if something happens and we're not, we'll adjust our sails, right? The thing is when I saw that Prince Charles had COVID-19 and Governor Walz is, quarantined now, and there was just, we're just going to get more and more leaders that have been maybe in touch with it or have it. And when you're a transparent leader, that means other people share the knowledge. It's like a good lesson in succession planning, right? There's a reason why we have a vice president of the United States. What if our president gets sick, or in cases before has been killed? The same with Governor Walz. We have a lieutenant governor, right? The same with Prince Charles. If him and his mother don't do well, there's another prince coming the way, and other leaders are there and available. If you're not a transparent leader, what if something happens to you? Then what? Then what will the company do? What will the family do? That's like men and women and husbands and wives having all the information of the finances, and then one of them passes away. Oh my gosh, what do? To share the knowledge does not mean that you don't have power or that you aren't smart. To share the knowledge is to say, I trust you and I want you to trust me. And if something is to happen to me, this company, it's like the level 5 leadership, right? Level 5, most people can get to a level 4 leader, but the level 5 leader is when you're gone and nobody really notices. And things go along just fine. And in this day and age, like today, when we have, Prince Charles and Governor Walz and other leaders that may become sick, we have to be that transparent leader so that somebody else can take over for us. It's just a really good lesson in being prepared, right? Having a really good succession plan. I remember being the director of nursing and a corporate nurse and making sure that everybody in my company, in my department, had somebody else who knew their job. Because what if something happened to them? We would be just SOL, right? And so leaders out there, just take a moment to think, is this a good time to make a decision that you are going to share the wealth, share the knowledge, and make sure that other people have information too. It's no fun at all when you're trying to do a job and you don't have the kind of information that you should have to do your job, and then something happens to your leader. And so it was a great lesson in seeing, and as the days come, as I said, we're just going to continue to have more and more people that are going to be out. And so make sure that you make a plan and that you have succession planning, and that you're telling and sharing with everybody what's going on in your life and in your job, things like that. So in the state of Minnesota, we are having shelter at home starting Friday evening. And it's going to change a lot for us too. But we're going to get through this, and we will have amazing things come out of this and some sad things. But, I've been staying at home. This is my second week. And I heard many people, because I work from home most of the time, but I speak and coach and train, which my speaking and training is put on hold. And as I said last week, I think I'm kind of unemployed for a while. But I'm working on some things that are and collaborating with some people, so that's kind of cool. But one thing I'd tell you to do, if you haven't had to work from home, is get up every day. Get up every day, get up every morning, and make a plan, right? Make a plan. And act like it's a regular work day, because you would be shocked. I've been working from home for over 10 years when I was in the corporate world, and then now since I've had my own company. And you'd be shocked at how much you can screw off in a day. Like, all of a sudden you look and it's 4:30 and you haven't hardly gotten anything done. So get up in the morning, get yourself dressed, put your makeup on like I did today, and put your face on, get your hair done, and then when somebody wants to do a Zoom call with you or a FaceTime with you, you don't look like you just crawled out of bed. You actually are prepared and ready. And so make a plan in the morning. Ask yourself, what is my goals for today? How can I add value to someone else? And how can I add value to me and my plan and what I need to do to push me forward as well? So, great to see everybody on the line. I'm out here in the woods again. It seems like to be my favorite place to do Facebook Lives from, but it's where I walk, and I'm trying to get, those 10,000 steps in every day, at least. And so, and I hear so many birds out here now, and spring is coming, and get out of the house. over the next 2 weeks, sheltering at home, just get out of the house. It's just so good for your soul and for your mind. So great to talk to you. I will sign off, and you guys be well and stay healthy and stay home if you can. If you can't, God bless you, then you are essential. We appreciate you so much. So take care. Bye for now.